Prerequisite, where are you in learning the offense question here?
I feel really comfortable with this offense. There's always going to be new things you're going to learn. You know, whether it's studying the defense with our certain plays, like what we want to run against. Each play, based on front and coverage, you know, it can change. So it's just continue to learn and continue to grow to where it's just second nature, where I feel, you know, extremely comfortable just, you know, just seeing everything. But it's getting there.
Frank Cignetti mentioned that he thought you got a little better every day. Do you feel that way?
Yeah, definitely. I think I've gotten a little bit better every day, and I need to continue to do that. You know, we have a phase 2 day tomorrow, and then another OTA. Just continue to progress, and then every day on, just continue to get better, continue to gain knowledge, and just continue to work on fundamentals and get the timing down with everything.
And what do you then do in the break to kind of just stay fresh?
I think the break, I continue to study the playbook, study the installs, watch the film of the practices, watch. You know, we're going to be going against our defense a little bit during camp, so studying them, studying a little bit of Seattle, and, you know, getting ready for preseason. So there's always going to be stuff to work on, and then of course work out and do the fundamentals, the drops, throwing, all that.
Yeah, you're going to get together informally with any receivers, or that's a possibility?
We're going to see what happens during that break, see if any guys are near. But at the same time, I use that break to spend time with family, because once training camp gets here, you know, it's football, you know, every day until the end of the season. So we'll see what happens. If there's a couple guys in the same city, I'm sure we'll get together to throw. If not, you know, we'll stay in touch and continue to talk and continue the relationship building.
Where's home for you? Where's your permanent residence?
I don't have a permanent residence. I have not purchased a home or anything. I have family in Texas, California, Oregon, so just wherever family is, I train. And then, you know, I'd say my main home right now is here. You know, this is the only place we have.
Have you gotten a place here? Are you looking for a place? Or?
I've got a place. Haven't, you know, I've never purchased anything. I've always rented. My wife and I always have. So we have a great place here we found. We all settled in thanks to her. So
Nick Foles, homeless. Imagine that.
Kind of along with that, actually, your head coach was just saying that he already feels comfortable enough with you that he'd like to keep you around long term. There's been some talks and things like that. Do you feel that way? Do you feel like this is home? Would you like to be here long term, or have you want to wait?
Yeah, I felt like this was home from, you know, when I got here and got to meet the guys and talk to the coaches. And that's nothing against Philly. I had a great time in Philly, and I had built strong relationships, but just how the team was when they brought me in here and how they treated me and how my teammates have, you know, helped me grow, and just the relationships to build. I want to be here. You know, this is where I want to play, and, you know, as a player, you want to be somewhere, you want to play there the rest of your career. So this is where I want to be, but that's why we have agents. You know, my most important thing right now is just continue to work with my teammates and continue to be the best player and person I can be. So we'll see what happens, but I want to be here. I love Coach Fisher and the staff and everybody in this building, so I'm very fortunate to be here.
So, some players, particularly quarterbacks, will take, in your situation coming off a year maybe you didn't love, will take a year to bet on themselves a little bit. Is there a piece of you that thinks about that at all? Maybe I want to play this out and see what happens?
No, I mean, whatever happens, with, you know, that happens. I'm gonna be the same person no matter what it is. No matter the number sign's not gonna change the way I play the game. I'm gonna play with all my heart. It's about, you know, my teammates and building those relationships and just being a, you know, player that helps people grow. So the money sign won't change that. I just, you know, I want to be here, and that's the most important thing.
Jeff Fisher said there have been some initial talks. David Dunn's your agent, right?
Yes.
Do you kind of keep up to date with that? Do you keep you apprised of what's going on, or do you just say, hey, do your thing, and when there's something, let me know?
Yeah, more so you know, that's what we hire agents to do. You know, they really do that for us, because right now my focus is learning this offense and, you know, coming out here and, you know, progressing and executing these plays. It's not that part. That's why, you know, we have, you know, agents that we do, and they do a great job of it. So I count on them to do that, and they count on me to come out here and just be me.
You working with a very young offensive line and really in team situations without two-year starters, Saffold and Robinson.
Yep.
What's that been like? Have you seen progress from those young guys?
Yeah, I think every day they've continued to grow. All the young guys. It doesn't matter, you know, whether it's O-line, receivers, you know, Sean at the quarterback position. You can just see that every day they get more and more comfortable. And the thing I tell them is, you know, I was there a few years ago. I know what it feels like. I know that if a bad play happens, how you feel, and it's just learning each day and just trying to get a little bit better each and every day. And they have done that, and, you know, the pocket's looking good. I mean, they're going against a great defense right now, and they're doing a really good job, and they've gotten better each day, and they'll just have to continue to do that every day here on out.
It seemed like the first week of OTAs, at least what we were allowed to see, that the defensive line, you were scrambling around a lot, but it seems like that's kind of been cut down every week.
Yeah, O-line's really getting to, you know, hang of it. They get more comfortable, and we don't have pads on right now, so it gets difficult on those guys to pick up those D linemen, because those guys are really coming. They're pushing hard and they're making them work hard. But O-line's really excelling, so I'm proud of them.
Where that first week, or you want to, geez, what the heck's going on here?
No, I know it's a process. I know it's a process, and that's why it's just on to the next play. And I try to work through the pocket, move around a little bit, because it's going to happen like that in a game at times where the pocket's not going to be as clean as you'd like. So it's good for me to work on moving around and be able to keep my eyes down the field and making the throw.
Have you had a chance to see any part of town yet, or anything like that, or no?
Oh, I mean, I've been here a lot. I've been here. That's true. I probably go home here, and that's about it. So I'm really trying to get this playbook down and get the work in.
Is there any piece of you that feels like you have something to prove in terms of maybe the people who say you're a product of the system or whatever it might have been in Philadelphia? What do you say to that?
I mean, I don't really worry about that. People are going to say what they're going to say. They always have throughout my entire career, and each and every player deals with it. The way I do is I'm just going to play. I know who I am. I know what kind of player I am, and my job is to help my team win games. So there's always going to be that excel to get better, but it's not from people saying stuff. I could care less. I want to be the best player for my team, and that's all I need, because I can see my teammates' eyes, and I want to be that player that helps them. So that's all I need.
Did you get the feeling at all last year that defenses figured something out about you, or something out about the offense, something that might have dropped your numbers a little bit there?
See, I think people look at numbers so much that you forget that we were atop the NFC East at the time, and we weren't. I definitely turned over the ball a few times, but it was the facing adversity that you continue to fight through it, and we were able to come back. And I think 4 of those games we were down by double digits, and the team was able to rally back and win those games. So I look at that as, though our stats weren't as well, like, it's about the team. It's about, rallying through. If we turn over, the defense has our back, and we got to go down there, put points on the board when we get the ball back. So it's just facing that adversity, and what are you going to do when something bad happens? So I've never been a stat guy. I could care less about stats. I care about the wins, and it doesn't matter how you do it. Of course, you don't want to throw interceptions or do that, but if you throw a couple and you get the W, I'd take that over throwing 5 touchdowns and losing. So I'd take the W.
You had a chance to speak with your offensive coordinator, Signetti, earlier. Just what has it been like working with him and learning the offense from him?
He's always enthusiastic. He's always full of energy. He's a guy who gives us a lot of options out there, and I've really enjoyed the relationship with him and Chris. So he's a really intelligent coach who, has been around a long time. He's coached a lot of football. He loves football, so it's fun for all of us quarterbacks to be around him and gain that knowledge. But the fact that he gives us a lot of leeway in the offense.
We've been talking a little bit, too, about relationship building, especially with those wide receivers. Just what's that been like, in these last couple of weeks, and how has it improved?
I think it's just, it's been great. There's a great group of receivers that really want to, excel each and every day. And it's just getting on the same page. It's talking about routes. It's talking about what I want them to do versus different coverages, where to expect the ball. And they've been awesome. And I want them to talk to me and tell me what they see. And, I'm going to listen, because I want that relationship to be two-way. So they've been awesome.
A little off topic, but the Rams recently hired a kind of a consulting company to help kind of educate or consult with the players about social media. Just your thoughts on social media. Are you very active on it? Do you realize the pratfalls, or just any thoughts there?
Yeah, I mean, I have a Twitter account, but that's the only account I have, and it's verified. And I'm not, I don't use it much at all. But I'm not a big fan of social media, to be honest. That's sort of what it's come to, especially with marketing, and marketing's a big part. But, that's one of those things you really got to be careful, because, once it's out there, it's out there. You can't erase it. It's going to be screen captured. So if you don't have anything good to say, don't say anything at all,
What about the offensive line? How do you think that's coming together in front of you?
They're doing a great job. They're excelling each and every day, and, I expect them to continue to do that. So I'm proud of them.